Hello there, we are going to play Shadows of Brimstone. This will be my second expedition into the abandoned mine with John Liver-Eating Johnson, a US Marshal. And again we're trying the introductory mission, A Fistful of Darkstone. And this time we're taking out all the Crimson Hand gubbins, because those cultists were a little bit much for me. John is taking with him his trusty shotgun, martial badge, weathered poncho, and our fancy pants ornate mask. We're going to take it a bit slower this time and search every room, because we're looking for gold nuggets and other treasures, because money means equipment, and we need equipment. We're also on the lookout for night terrors. There's a bounty out on them, $150 for everyone we kill. John advances down the minecart track, but we're not going to peek through the archway yet. We're going to try scavenging. See some sixes. No, nothing. John is holding back the darkness just fine, so we will peek through the archway now. Let's see what we have. A rail tunnel presents us with a branching path and 2 encounters. Let's see what we've got. Flickering lantern and summoning circle. Let's deal with the lantern first. As the lantern flickers and threatens to go out, the hero's fears are made manifest by the shadows. So basically next turn the old lantern goes out, and we are subject to the voices in the dark rule, which is a whole bunch of horror hits as we lose our sanity. What else have we got going on here? A runic summoning circle is marked out on the floor here, surrounded by burning candles. Someone has been dabbling in some very dark stuff. Hopefully they didn't succeed in doing whatever it was they were trying to do. So I need to make a decision here. Break the circle or ignore it and move on. I think I would be pretty daft to break the circle, considering my lore is 1 and I'd need to roll a 6. And if I fail, some nasty monsters will arrive. So let's ignore it and move on. I need to make a luck check. 3 dice. I need to get a 4 or better on one of these dice. We are fine. Only 2 squares movement this round. And I think we'll scavenge this location. Still nothing. Rereading the rules, I don't think I actually need to place down one of these scavenge tokens if I fail to find anything. However, we're going to keep moving towards this archway anyway. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's see what's around the corner. A cross passage, no exploration token here. However, I think I am going to have to move all the tiles along a little bit. Let us not forget the fact that John's old lantern is flickering. So for a moment he's plunged into darkness and takes 3 horror hits. So we defend with willpower. And looks like I failed twice. This causes sanity damage, and we must remember that my sanity is reduced by the ornate mask. So once I've taken 8 sanity damage, I'll go mad. Okay, movement 3 this turn. 1, 2, let's go this way. 3, and we will scavenge this area. Nothing. We have failed our first keeping back the darkness check, so that goes up to there. We have stumbled across a mining room and our first fight for tentacles. And what's this? A portal to another world. Not sure what to make of that yet. Let's deal with these tentacles first. Alright, let's get in there with a shotgun. We need 4 or better to hit. So Johnson's blasted this one. D8 for damage 2. I love it. Defensive 2, so that's only 2 damage. Right, now here come the tentacles. The way enemies move in this, they have to move adjacent to an enemy, but using up as many of their movement points as possible. The effect being that they end up surrounding heroes. Like this, and with 3 attacks each, that's going to be 12 dice. Any 6s are going to ignore my defense. Here we go. So the tentacles have smashed me 3 times, so that is just 9 damage I can do nothing about, and then I can defend these 4 attacks. So my defense is 3 or better. Ah, that's fine. Uh-oh, we've failed a check to keep back the darkness. What have we got? Power of the Void. Oh, this is great. All void enemies are now +1 combat. That remains in play, and you guessed it, tentacles are void enemies, so they have 4 dice combat each. Oh dear. On the plus side, I've rolled a 1 for movement, which means an extra grit, and I think we better cash in the Marshal badge, so we'll get an extra 2 shots with the shotgun. Bang, bang, bang. 1 regular hit, 1 critical hit. Let's have the regular hit on this tentacle that's already wounded. So 7 minus 2 is 5, that's enough to kill you. We'll apply the critical hit to this tentacle here. You do not get any defense, however, I only rolled 1 for damage. Okay. I killed an enemy with a shotgun, so per the double shot ability, I get an extra blast with the shotgun. Let's shoot that one I already winged. What's this one doing here? Okay, do I want to cash in a grit? Yeah, let's use a grit. There we go. I'll fire that again. That's a proper hit and a critical hit to boot. That's it. Kabam, another tentacle gone. I'm cleaning up the west, so 2 dead tentacles is 20 experience points, and I take 2 of these wounds off. Right, these tentacles slither around me, and with the power of the void empowering them, they get 4 attacks each. Fortunately, no smashes. We do get a Yahtzee of 5s. Let's try and defend against them then. So again, my defense is 3+. Right, so I managed to block 3 to go through, which will be 6 damage. That leaves me on 13 wounds, but thanks to the weathered poncho, I remain alive. Okay, here we go. Shotgun. That's a very nice critical hit. We'll apply it to this tentacle here, dealing 7 damage. Splooch. Yes, give me that cleaning up the west XP, thank you very much, and we'll take off a wound. The remaining tentacle warbles around to this side of me and attacks with 4 dice. Sadly, we have 1 smash and then 2 I can defend against. I fail 1, so that is 6 damage. Am I dead? Let's take a look. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18 damage. My health is 10, 14, 15, 16. So indeed, the tentacle has smashed me down to the ground. But that is perfectly fine. We have 2 revive tokens. I will spend 1 to get me back up on my feet. We can get rid of all these wounds and sanity damage. We remain on 1 grit. Let's get back up and keep fighting. I failed to keep back the darkness this round. Alright, let's move a little bit. And blast this tentacle with the shotgun, of course. Critical hit. Right, I want to see that blue-purple blood splattered all over the cave wall, please. 6 damage, yep. Chicka boom. So we get 120 experience points for blowing up all the tentacles with buckshot, and an extra 10 for cleaning up the west. Here we go. Let's remember loot this time. A sack of gold dust. I'll take it. With the fight resolved, let's tidy up this XP. I think I need 500 XP to level up. I don't think I'm quite there, but let's see what we've got. 400 XP, so I'm not far off. Right, with a movement of 5, I need to decide which way to go. I want to check out the other world. Let's go. Yes, let's have a peek through the portal. I can see a frozen path. Now there's an exploration token there, but in this case I can't reveal it until I actually go through the portal. John Johnson is feeling brave. We have 4 movement points. We're going to step through the portal and into another world known as the Targa Plains. Alright, what have we got? 1 exit and an attack. Different deck of cards this time. What have we got? Targa Pylons. 1 hero, so 1 Targa Pylon. Right, there we go. What is a Targa Pylon? Ancient alien pylons carved from stone and powered by the pure energy of its dark stone core. We have not kept back the darkness, so we need to draw a darkness card. Let's see what we get. Whispering Voices, we've had that before. We know you are here, come join us. Yes, we know. So, John Johnson takes D6 horror hits. 5, oh no. Okay, willpower is 4+. So that is 2 sanity damage. And then we've also got this spirit 4+ test. My spirit is 2. We pass. No madness for me today. And then it's on with the fight. Now the Targa Pylon's initiative is 4, same as John Johnson. In the case of a tie, the enemy goes first. A Targa Pylon has a single ranged attack. It hits me. A burning laser hit counts as D6 hits. So the laser cuts across me. I need to defend 5 times. Defense is a 3+. I failed twice, so each of these deals 2 damage. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, John's going to go in with a shotgun, of course, but what are we up against? Targa Pylons have a defense of 4 and a health of 8. And because they have this stonework ability, even if I score a critical hit, they still get a defense of 2. Right, let's blast it. It's a hit. The bookshot deals 3 damage, which sadly is reduced to 0. Next round, the Targa Pylon responds with its laser beam and misses. Good, that's very good. Let's blast it with the shotgun. Let's see a critical hit this time. Yes. Lots of damage, please. 4 minus 2, that's only 2 damage. Because Targa Pylons are tough enemies, you get experience points even for just damaging them. So that's 2 wounds I dealt. 10 XP. Another failed check to keep back the darkness. Right, here comes the laser beam. It hits. How many hits? Just the 1. Hopefully I can shrug off the wound. I do. I'm quite happy, just stood there unloading round after round. So here comes some more buckshot. It's a critical hit. See that damage. That's nice. 6. It still gets 2 defense. That is 4 damage. XP, 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 XP. Okay, laser beam me. Ha! You missed. Good, very good. Let's blast you with the shotgun. It's a hit, not critical though. How much damage? 6 minus a defense of 4 is 2 damage. Total of 8 damage. That is enough to destroy it. There we go. So that topples. We get 15 XP for killing it and another 10 XP for cleaning up the west. And we can remove a wound. We've completed a fight, so we can catch our breath and we will restore 1 wound. And we get a loot card. Something nice, please. Gold nuggets. D6 times 50 dollars worth. $100 worth of gold nuggets. Okay, let us adventure forth. We are in another world now, and each other world has its own rule. I should have checked this earlier, but here we are now. The Targa Plateau has frigid snow, so if I make a move roll of 1, I take a wound. However, I do regain grit on a roll of a 1 or a 2. Let's adventure forth. We'll check out one more location, and then we'll wrap that up for episode 3. There we go. On a roll of a 1, we begin freezing to death already. We do gain a grit, and I guess I don't get very far. Let's scavenge. Nothing. The darkness rises, and we draw a growing dread card. John Johnson has come across a frozen courtyard with a portal and no other exits. I'm guessing that will take us back to the mine. We do find our first clue, and there's an encounter here. Sections of the walls ahead pulse with a red glow, and a hypnotic throbbing sound echoes through the chamber. Whatever alien machinery resides here, it's still running, after countless eons. So, all exits on this map tile are considered to have a door, regardless of the number of door icons on the exploration token. Alright, so let's get rid of those dead ends. Right, and then John Johnson needs to be sneaky. An agility check. His agility is 3. We need to score a 4. There we go. I think we're okay. The bitter snow continues to make us freeze, and we trudge into the chamber. Let's have a look around. Still can't find anything. Alright, let us end part 3 there, and we'll continue the adventures of John Johnson next time.